Hi, my name is Dheeraj Gyani. I'm the Director of Education and Government at GitHub in India. I spent my day today at TMU University in Moradabad, and what a day it was. I think the students were awesome. They had the right questions, they were learning, they had open mindset. I learned a lot while interacting with them. And I think the best part was the dedicated faculty members that we have. Start right from the Vice Chancellor to the Principal, everyone dedicated to students learning. So a great experience today. I'm sure all of you will also get that chance someday.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Rajneesh Tiwari here, and it's our privilege to welcome you here in TMU campus. I hope that you have already visited our campus. So, what is your experience of visiting this campus as far as the infrastructure is concerned? Because whosoever visits our campus, the first impression that person gets in mind is a wow factor. So, what is your experience about this, sir?
So it's exactly the same. I think I was supremely interested about the infrastructure, what you mentioned. Infrastructure is obviously great, but I think what really has caught my attention and what I'm taking back is the soft power of this university also. I think the faculty members, the founder, everyone has been so dedicated about what they are doing. So infrastructure is obviously great. There's no doubt about it.
Right,
but I think the whole intellectual understanding, knowledge, and the dedication is something what has really caught my attention.
Okay, sir, as far as this event is concerned, this is not, the first lecture series. We have been doing this lecture series for a pretty long time. In fact, 15 days back, we had a very big event that was HR Conclave. Our auditorium TMU, it witnessed more than 25, executive delegates from various companies, renowned companies. So as far as this industry academia collaboration is concerned, how do you think that this kind of event is going to be instrumental in terms of shaping the career of the students or making them ready to be deployed professionals?
Yeah, but I was very pleasantly, surprised to know that there are so frequent industry interactions that are happening. I was asking, and it said that it's almost every month. And when we talk about the industry and academia gap, I think this is the kind of initiative which are going to, bridge that gap. People, when they come from industry, they talk about what is going on,
You're right.
the current challenges, opportunities. And throughout my interaction, I think we got some fantastic questions from the students. So that also shows that, their keenness to learn, to know, and asking the right questions. So that was again very awesome.
Oh, okay, sir. If you really look at the theme that we decided for this event, future of jobs and technology platform. It's very difficult for us to predict what technology is going to come into picture for 5 years down the line, right?
Yeah.
So it is even a tough question for even the industry specialists, industry experts to answer this question that 5 years down the line, this technology come into picture.
Right.
So how exactly we, being a university, can prepare our students for future jobs?
Yeah, in fact, you're right, because it was tough for us as speakers
Right,
also to talk about future of jobs. But I think that's what we said. Universities play a very important role in building the fundamentals of every student.
Absolutely right, sir.
And the fact is that any job, any technology, any futuristic trends that we have, if your fundamentals are not strong and clear, you will never be able to excel and even do good. So universities have, there's no replacement of what is being taught in colleges and what guidance and what mentorship they get during the whole program. And TMU is doing a great job. So that fundamental which is strong, and then when you have these experts coming and talking to students are made aware of, okay, this is the trend, this is the technology,
yes,
and they are building upon the fundamentals.
Right, sir. Sir, if you look at this new education policy 2020 that was really introduced in our country,
right,
with an objective really to bring transformation in the education sector. And I'd like to tell you that we at the Thankar Mahabari University Moradabad are a few universities, we are among a few universities which has really implemented OBE, that is outcome based education. We generally do not believe in only teaching the students, rather believe in instilling the skills so that our students can become the employer's choice at their workplace and they can create their own identity. So, what is your experience about this new education policy, and how exactly this is going to bring a transformation in academics?
I think fortunately, I was involved in the whole policy making.
Wow, great.
And it has been such a great experience. Things like what you mentioned, the outcome-based education. One of the things that in the new education policy we have is that start teaching programs to a student at the age of 13. Now, this is where again, I was talking about the fundamentals. So a fundamental of a 13-year-old is now being built.
Right, sir.
So when these students will come to engineering colleges, whenever they come, they will have a very different kind of mindset and knowledge already. So in a way, universities and colleges also have to up the game.
Exactly, right.
Because we'll obviously have better quality students coming to us, and we will impart further education to them. But this policy is great. We are absolutely becoming a world-class education society in India. We are no less now after all these developments.
Sir, you always get the privilege to conduct or be a part of these kind of events across the country in other institutions also. I mean, I was watching the live streaming of this program wherein you emphasized a lot on soft skill. So I would like to tell you that we at the Thankar Mahabir University Moradabad has got a full-fledged CTLD department that is known for Center for Teaching, Learning and Development, which has got more than 15 soft skill trainers, learning and development specialists, and our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Raghuveer Singh, he talks about 3H concept. I mean, that is about developing cognitive abilities, making our students skilled so that they can perform at the workplace, and by heart they have to be good student or a good employee, right? So we always try to really work on holistic development of the students. So during your interaction with the students, I heard this phrase that you emphasize much on soft skill part, right?
Yeah.
So how do you think this soft skill is really going to help the students at their workplace?
It's, in fact, we were discussing after the session that, and that's what I mentioned in the session also, that soft skills for me is one of the most important aspects. Unfortunately, in our curriculum, whether it is engineering, graduation or post-graduation, there is no much emphasis which is given to soft skills.
Yeah, right, sir.
So I was very happy to know that the university, as their own initiative, is imparting these skills, and this goes with basic communication skills as well. The fact is, today when we interview a candidate, and whether that's a in-person interview or a virtual interview, communication skills actually create that first impression. The soft skills create that first impression, and that can make or break a career for a person. So I think it's an extremely welcome step that a university is imparting these educations apart from best technical education also. So kudos to you.
During this entire panel discussion, Professor Raghuveer Singh, Vice Chancellor of the Thankar Mahabir University Moradabad, he mentioned somewhere while he was interacting with the students that soft skill, technical skill, domain expertise, and cognitive skills or psychometric skills. Whenever you go to any college or university to recruit candidates, leaving these three parts: technical, soft skill, and psychomotor skills, what exactly you expect from candidates?
There was a very interesting question that the student asked about how do they decide about which technology or which stream they should go in. And the answer to that question was, when you have the right critical thinking mindset, or at least you have that capability or ability to choose or to think, that's when the answers come from within. Because today I can say, okay, these are the 5 best technologies which have scope, but that technology may or may not be suitable for that student. So if you have the right thinking process and you know yourself, you can choose the career which is best for you. And I think that's where critical thinking, soft skills, all these play a very important role in a student's career.
Okay, so sir, as you can really experience and witness that with passage of time, the technological changes are taking place in our country, not in a country, across the globe. Even the soft skill that we have right now is slightly different from, as compared to earlier days.
Yeah.
There was a time when we used to talk about stress management, conflict management, but right now we are talking about growth mindset, resilience, lifelong learning.
Right.
So soft skill is also, changing day by day. So my last question for you would be, would you like to leave any message for our students that is going to be quite motivating for them? Whenever they look at this audio, they'll get some inspiration in future.
No, I think I'll just repeat what I mentioned in my session also. I think one is that be a lifelong learner. You have to, keep on learning always, reskilling yourself, upskilling yourself, and then also have the ability to unlearn. Because sometimes, what you learn has an expiry date. So unlearning is very, very important. And the second thing which I'll leave with everybody is keep on exploring, keep on experimenting, because technology changes.
Yeah, right, sir.
If you are not experimenting, if you are not exploring, you will be irrelevant. So these are the top 2 messages that I'll leave.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. On behalf of TMU family, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to you for sparing your time, valuable time with the students and with all of us. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. It was absolutely my pleasure. This was one of the first events which we did after the pandemic
Right,
has
sir.
opened. I'm absolutely happy that I came here and spent the day with students.
Thank you.